As you can see in my face right now, I'm not happy. I am not happy. I'm pissed. I am literally not happy about the situation. And I just ended up watching episode 21 of Big Brother Australia. And as you really can see in my face, I'm not happy about the result. This episode really is not what I want to happen. But before I give my thoughts and recap, just here I am again, guys. Mario reacts. I'm live always on Twitch to watch the Big Brother Australia episodes. I'm a bit day delayed because I'm from the Philippines, so the videos that are uploaded are available the next day. So I'm one day behind, and also I'm also live on Twitter at underscore marxxv and on my YouTube account marhelx. So kindly follow me. The usernames are on below of your screen. So just a recap, after the first part of the episode, after the episode 20, where SJ and Danielle went to the suite room and they were having fun, and Big Brother gave them privileges that they are able to monitor the house, they could give tasks to the house guests, they could hear the conversations from the different house guests and also from uh, the conversations between the diary room. So that's probably that was their first privileges. So they are the second people who are like assistants of Big Brother to ICs. That's what Big Brother told them. Uh so the next day they had their house task where each of the house guests are going to the diary room and they're facing a task. It's either a punishment or a fear or something like a challenge that they have to overcome. So each house guest that could pass that, they have a VIP ticket to a party or a glamorous feast buffet with seafood and sweets. So each of them had to earn those VIP tickets for them to eat alongside with the head of house, SJ and Danielle. So we have seen one of them going inside each time. Adriana eating cheese, goat cheese. Mary doing the wrapping the bear. Charlotte wrapping all the avocados on her hair and her face. Sid with the charades. Ari with I don't know what Ari did. Tilly with eating the banana. Uh, Christina with all this. How do what's the meaning of these English metaphors and so on. So Marley also had, what did Marley do? What did Marley do? I forgot. So basically, Marley, Adriana, and Tilly were the only ones who completed their tasks and had the VIP tickets to the cave room. So automatically, Danielle, SJ, Tilly, Adriana, and Marley have conversations on the cave room, while the other house guests are eating on the dining room. So they had their own thing, and yeah, that's basically what happened. But before that, there were Danielle and SJ were having some, they were talking to their housemates about, doing these things like till they were telling Tilly to put the tin towels of SJ from underneath her bed to put it on Ari's bed to make it seem like Ari steal or stole those sweets from the house. So that would happen, and then SJ told the house guests to whoever evict me on the eviction night must jump to the pool, and that did happen. And this is my thoughts. When SJ said that she will be, she will automatically go with Adriana and Danielle's side, it's because Danielle and Adriana voted for her to stay. I had run this while watching the episode. If you want to see my rant, you can watch the replay on my Twitch, Marley, because here on YouTube, there's only, I cannot let you see the whole video where I watched the episode because it's copyrighted. So if you want to watch how I was angry and furious about it and speaking about it, just go there to my Twitch account. So basically, I said there that history is just so a very emotional for her. I get her that she's kind of disappointed because Mary voted her out, and Mary and Sid threw her under the bus. That's what she said. So for me, Mary and Sid did not evict SJ or USJ easily. They were confused. They were like, it was a hard time for them to choose between Marley and you who to evict from the previous eviction night. And SJ was like mad about it. It was so emotional about it that she thinks that Mary is against her. Like, what the heck? Marley, I get Mary's point of view because for me, for my, for what I've learned from Mary's point of view is that she saved Marley because she thinks that Marley would win competitions and would protect her rather than SJ because SJ haven't won any challenges at all. And she says, when they are both on the line, they're always teaming up on the challenges and they haven't won any challenges. For her, saving Marley is the best thing. And Marley was a target of Ari and Christina. And maybe that's the thought of like, I don't want Ari and Christina's target be, you know, be out of the game. So I think I really understand Mary's voting last episode, and SJ was very disappointed by it. My take on this: SJ had a chance to work with Daniel's side. That's automatic. That's automatic. So she aligned with them. But if SJ is very smart about it, she would still align with Mary's side. Like you have to utilize what's left in the game. Like you don't be like, oh, okay, this person wanted me to. There's only two choices. It's either you or Marley. That doesn't mean that Mary is against you automatically. It was hard for her. If you are putting yourself in Mary's side, then you would understand. You know what I mean? But it ended up you're it's lucky because you're still in the game and you should be happy about it. Then what you do? You have to talk to Mary. Okay, I'm fine with it. I'll be working still with you. Work still with the other house guests because you will not be a threat. You know what I mean? Like you should not be emotional. You should be angry about it because people would not work with you. Like Mary would be like stepping back. That doesn't mean that Mary and Sid are not want to work with you again. They just have some options. And for them, Marley would be the ones winning the game, winning competitions and protecting them rather than you. That doesn't mean that they don't want to work with you. So you have to utilize automatically Daniel's side want to work with you, then still Mary and side still want to work with you. So you utilize that. But it seems that she don't. She doesn't. And that's very sad because SJ took it on a personal level. I get her on that. That she's like sad that her best friend voted her out, but that's it. Like what you said, it's a game. So you have to take it on a perspective of a game. Like, why did Mary did that? On your own understanding. Yeah, okay, I get it. It's a game. There's a game level of understanding about it. Don't take it personal. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, people are reacting about Mary's karma. Where It's not karma. Mary already told SJ to that she wanna vote out SJ, and I totally get Mary's point of view. You know what I mean? And SJ was just very emotional and took it personal. I get her too. I don't blame her. I don't blame Mary. I don't blame SJ. It's like a human feeling, and it's normal. You know, we had that emotions because that's how we felt. So they have the right to feel that way, but I hope that sometimes you have to really think. It's you have to set apart the you know what I mean. Lucky for you, you're still part of the game. You're still there. Don't be mad about it. Move on. Think wisely. How could you maneuver? How could you move forward, still aligning with all of these people that you're living with? You know what I mean? She did not use that well, so that's why. So going to the cave room, they were really aligning themselves. Danielle is great dealer. I would really say that he's a great dealer. He really wants to say that we have to make it final six. The five of us would sit on the final six, and if you win, put Christina and Ari up, and put someone on Charlotte or Mary as a safe vote. Then I will do the same. I will put up um, Charlotte and Mary, and I will put up one of Ari and Christine on the box. So that's fair. So they have that kind of deal. But Marley, once again, believed or followed Dan's deal. And they didn't even shake a thing off. They didn't have a handshake. They just have a verbal agreement that, yeah, okay, let's consider. But what I'm telling is, Danielle, Marley, Danielle did deals with Katie and Jesse from in your alliance, and you were part of those deals, and you were part of those conversations, and ended up your alliance ended up leaving the house because of Danielle's great mind on how to maneuver or how to tell people getting out Jesse or getting out Katie, and still this time you still want to listen to him. I mean, just get over with those morals things, or just if you want to survive in this game and if you want to have your numbers on your side, you have to think really wisely. It's a game. Sometimes deals are meaningless. There's only final 10. There's not it's not final 15, final 16, where still you have numbers. We're going down to 10. I mean, I cannot blame Marley's point of view that time because he may be fed up, or like he just want to be safe. But at the same time, I wish that Marley could have, backtracked to what had happened to his alliance before. What happened to Jesse, what happened to Katie, those times when he has still numbers, when there's still Mitch the time. Deals done by Daniel and ended up broken up and ended up his alliance at home. Then you're still listening to Daniel this time, and in the next episode you're still doing deals with Daniel. Is he really the one who's I would really give credit to Daniel. I would really give credit to Daniel because everyone listens to him. Not a single person wanna stray away from him. Katie did listen. Katie listened to Daniel. Jesse listened to Danielle. And now Marley, Tilly listened to him. SJ, Adriana, Charlotte. Everyone listens to Daniel, and no one would put him on the block. I think there's only one person who wants him out. It's only Sid, for sure. Marley, I'm disappointed. But I can't play Marley's way, but you're listening again. Like, if I was in that position and knowing the backstory or the history of what Daniel had made throughout the season, I would not consider his deal. Like he like, I wanna win this ticket for me to have deals with the devil, dance with the devil. Like, are you sure that they would not broke up the promise? Like, don't be comfortable in the game. This is a time where you every aspect of or every move you have to really think twice. This is the crucial part of the game. It could either be a disadvantage on you or an advantage on you. You have to really think smart and be wise enough. Not just because we made deals, then I would be loyal to that. That's not gonna happen anymore. You have to be fake. I mean, Big Brother is another platform. It's another. It's not real life. It could mess up our morals, but at the same time, if you don't want your morals to be messy, you can still play the game with not being, not being messy or not be. You could still stand on your own will. But if it ended up you having this disadvantages, then it's I think that's wrong. That there's something wrong about it. So he took a consideration for it, and going to the next day for the nomination challenge. Um, and I'm still sad about it. I'm still disappointed. This is still my review. I still don't get. I still don't understand. SJ and Mary, SJ and Danielle are not eligible to play the competition and are not eligible for nomination, but can cast a vote to it. This is my thinking. This is my point of view about it. Okay, I get it. It's Hell Week. It could be something different. Okay, you put up SJ on SJ automatically be the head of house alongside by picking Danielle on the side. Okay, that's great. Okay, that's a twist. SJ did not went home. But for me, not allowing SJ and Danielle on the nomination challenge and not eligible to be nominated is just so not. They did not earn the head of house by winning a competition or a task. It's just that it's just part of the twist, and you're giving them this full power of immunity. What is Big Brother Australia thinking? I'm mad. I'm really mad. I'm really mad. SJ and Danielle did not earn any power or any tasks to win just for them not to be the eligibility of not participating challenges and not being nominated is just so unfair. How about those who are not yet nominated, like Charlotte, Adriana? How about those who earned the social gain by not like a threat to everybody? How come they are not, it's just total unfair. How about those who won nomination challenges? Why did you should just give them this kind of luxury, Big Brother Australia team? Why did you give them these luxuries? I think the sweet room would be applicable to Marley or Chaley or Christina and Ari who won the nomination challenge. I would be gladly like, okay, but SJ who almost went home and Danielle just by picked by SJ is the head of the house. They did not earn that. They were and not eligible to play and not be nominated is just so freaking bad. It's just freaking annoying. And it's it's a no for me. Like there's something going on. And Big Brother Australia don't want Danielle and SJ out. SJ been eliminated twice and still be saved by Big Brother Australia, and Danielle having a lot of power from day one he entered the house until the hell week with those a lot of bugs of potatoes, a lot of tasks, a lot of this, and now being picked by SJ and not being able to be nominated. And then when he was, he was sick, he didn't get the chance to be nominated because he was excluded from the nomination challenge. I mean, for me, Daniel is a great player. I would not discredit him. He's a good player. I'm really amazed by his mind. He's so smart. Maybe it's because of the experiences in life. That's why you can maneuver and talk to people like that. He's very good. But to showing Danielle these privileges and advantages is very unfair. I just could not grasp any of this information. Like, what the hell? Why Danielle's going? That's why we haven't seen Charlotte shine on these episodes because you're always giving up to Danielle. Danielle, give it to you. You're the best. You're the entertainer in the house. Why did you not give that to Adriana? For her to shine. Because your face, Big Brother Australia, I'm shading you right now because this is not looking good for me. Because every episode, I always see Daniel having this advantage. He always had this great edit. He's like the winner of the Big Brother Australia, and I'm like, although we haven't seen what's really happening on the house 24/7, we don't know. There's only 30 minutes of each day that is shown on the TV on the edit. So for me, if Charlotte end up on the final three and we're voting for the final winner, but Charlotte don't have the edits, we don't know the 24/7 coverage because there's no live stream. We will not vote for Charlotte because we don't have the chance to see her. There's no edit for Charlotte. But if Danielle ended up the final, they will win, of course. And there's a great winning for Danielle. I mean, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Well, I'm not here to judge, but this is my opinion, guys. Just don't fight me back. This is just my opinion. I just Daniel's a great guy. He's just so good. He's just so good. I mean, he's really good in playing the game. Kudos to him. He's really smart and wise, but I don't want him to win. It's just that these people left in the game are just not wise enough like Daniel. If Daniel has another opposing team that is very smart like him, it would be a great chaos in the house. But he's so smart, and he always talks to people like put this person up, put this person up, put this person up, without targeting himself. People like Daniel wanted to talk to Marley because he wants to know Marley's head of the game. Like, hello, Daniel, you've that you voted out Jesse and Katie, and do you think Daniel Marley have no idea putting you on the block? Hello, but Marley's attention is on Christina and Ari. Like the heck. Well, of course, Ari and Christina put him up on the previous nomination, so that's reasonable. But it's been a long time since day one. You wanted Daniel to put up because of Jess and Katie, and now you're having deals with Daniel. What happened to you, Marley? I'm pissed. So the next day, the nomination challenge. I love that comp Everyone could win it if you just have a great balance and good with them. Because I have seen that from a lot of big uh, Canadian version of Big Brother and American version of Big Brother. I've seen that kind of in Big Brother All Stars last year. That concept was the same, and also in the Power of Veto from Big Brother Canada 9 this season had that kind of similarity where they just drop balls. I've seen that. It's just insane. So everyone has the chance to win. It, Mary could win also if she has really good balance. So moving on, it was only Ari and Marley who's really doing the task very well, and the others are just falling from the side and so on. So Marley won that competition, and congratulations for him. He won his first individual task. Yay! So I will not go much further because what happened is, so going to the nomination room, the nomination thingy. Um, I don't know why Marley put up Mary on the block. So he put up Christina and Ari. Christina is her target, and Ari is basically the best friend of Christina. Mary is the third choice. People in the house thought it was Adriana because SJ and Daniel are not eligible to be nominated, and there's five of them in the group. So from one of the five, there's only Adriana left on the five. Everyone thought it was Adriana, but Marley put up Mary, and when Big Brother told them that Mary is part of the nomination, Mary was disappointed, and Marley wanted to talk to her, but Mary just went out and no, no, nothing. So I totally get her. It was a blind side. I, they really thought, they were shocked, and even Adriana was shocked. She thought that she's part of the nomination. If our Marley just honors the deals, honors loyalty to what the conversation is. But for me, when you're in the final 10, even on what place or what moment it is, you will never comfortable in the game. If you think that this person is safe, like what Mary said on the eviction room, she has been a safe vote from the fake double eviction. So that safe vote, doesn't really mean to her because she experienced it already. The safe vote is never a safe vote because people from the other side would vote for you. Even though Marley's target is Christina, but that doesn't mean the whole house wanted Christina out. It's just the numbers. It's same. That's what Mary said on the previous episode. It's gonna be numbers. And and it's sad. I don't know. The thoughts of mine right now is so big. And that was very sad. Uh So Daniel pulled up Christina and Ari on the K room and telling them there was a previous conversation with SJ and Daniel on the suite room that you know SJ was the one who really planned voting at Mary. It was not Daniel's idea, but SJ said, "Why not getting out Mary?" See, it was personal for her. If she could just align with Mary's side again, that it would be okay. But for her, Mary betrayed her, so it would be okay for her to betray her again. I could understand SJ's point of view there, but I don't know if that will last long on her. So, so Danielle pulled up Ari and Christina on the cave room, saying that they will be safe, guarantee that SJ, him, Adriana, and Christina and Ari would vote out Mary. That's 5 votes, telling them that they should still scramble and act as if they were the ones who's been targeted and Mary is safe on the game. Because there's Mary cannot vote. It's only Charlotte, Mary, Marley, and Sid who are from the other side. Tilly, Charlotte, Sid, and Mary are from the other side was the ones voting. So the four of this other us side thought that they would vote out Christina. Four of them are locked in voting out Christina. That's four. But they would never think that this five would vote out Mary. Like for me, the four should have think that they should have think ahead, like think twice of the numbers. Like H don't they not think that SJ and Daniel would vote out Christina or would vote out Ari? They're part of their numbers. Marley knew that they had that part of their conversations and in the gave them that it's basically 5 and 5. So basically that's 5 versus 4, because you won. They never thought of it. Daniel really schemed that a lot. He talked to Tilly, he talked to Marley and Sid and said, who should vote out, Christina or Kudos to Daniel though, he's really smart. And they were buying it and he cannot believe that these people from the other side would not think about Mary's position in the house. Marley's conversation and was like, you pulled the trigger. Who should we vote out? Christina or Army? Christina. Oh, okay, whatever. So nothing really that much had going on. Going to the eviction room, the actress talked about it. Ari and Christina really act as like they're voting each other. They really have to act it out just to just to the plan work out on their favor. And like, okay, we will. It seems like Mary is safe on the game. It's sure that Mary is safe in the game. So it's either Ari or Christina, or me or Ari, or me or Christina is out of the game as the target. So we'll probably give our numbers to each other because if we vote up Mary, it will really be a total waste. But so they thought. So Mary's was still disappointed, and Tilly told Mary that Marlis was a bit sad the whole afternoon. But Mary said, um, I did not pull the trigger, hon. I still and I understand Mary's point of view, why she felt that way, because for her she thought that she's safe with Marley. This is what happened. Mary voted Marley to be safe. Mary voted SJ to be evicted, and Marley safe because he thought that Marley would save him, but Marley did not save him. I thought that Marley would think about those people who did not vote for him to go out. Marley, Charlotte said, Tilly, you know, Charlotte did not cast a vote to evict him on the previous episode. It was Danielle. It was Adriana. It was Ari. No, it was SJ who voted him out on the previous episode. And why would he put up those people who are numbers for him? And that's very sad. And the going to the eviction votes, no votes for Ari, and they were shocked. 4 votes for Christina, they were shocked. And 5 votes to evict Mary. Sid's face, Tilly's face was shocked. Like, what is going on? They were outsmarted by that alliance. They were outsmarted by Danielle. and Mary's evicted. They were exploited by Danielle, and you're going to show me in the next episode that you're still cutting deals with Danielle again. There's some tweets that I've seen on Twitter. There's some Facebook posts that how come these Armenian house guests are so dumb or stupid. Not dumb in real life, but in the game, we're still dealing deals with Danielle. Like the next episode will still be another disappointed episode for me because I'm rooting for the other side. Although everyone likes Danielle, I'm the person who typically don't want to be in the bandwagon of popularity people. Like if you like this person, I will not go there. I will go to the other side because I think the other side needs support. That's what I'm doing. So if people like this kind of people, I will not like. I mean, that doesn't mean that I don't like these people. I will not support them. I will support the other side. For me to be, for me to have good, for them to have a good supports too. That doesn't mean I hate these people, but I would, I would be a number for these people for them not to be like an outsider. So that's why I'm rooting for Marley, for Sid, for SJ, for Jesse, Katie, for Tilly, for Charlotte, for Sid. Because for me, they're an outcast. They're not part of the big picture. And it just blows up. And it's hard to root for people who are not thinking twice. Although I cannot really blame them because they've been the ones playing the game. But it's hard to see. It's really hard to see this happens. Like you're rooting for these people, but why they are you making these bad decisions? And the next episode, you're dealing with Daniel again, dancing with the devil again for the second, third, fourth, fifth time. It's hard to watch. Like, can you just give me the chance to prove yourself that you put up Daniel one time, Adriana, Ari, and Christina on the block together? Just one time, and Daniel went out means I would be the best, happiest person in the house. Because guaranteed, if Daniel's been on the final three, he would win. Guaranteed 100%, he would win, and I would not be mad about it. I would not be mad of being like Daniel winning because he deserves it. He's smart. But for me, I have biases. I have my favorites, and Daniel is not my favorite. So whoever likes Daniel, it's okay. I would not be mad about him winning, but I would be really rooting for more on Marley and Sid. So I hope the next episodes they have to think really smartly and they need to win competitions. They should because it's final. I hope Sid would win a competition. Please, Sid, you should win for once. Okay, so Mary went home. So we're now down to final nine. It's 4 versus 5 again. The Daniel side has been untouchable again. The Marley side has been cut off from one, the numbers that she should have. And then the next episode is gonna be three again. Three again to five. Who are the five that are untouchable? I know who went home from the episode 22, and I know that I'll be disappointed again. I am, and I will. And it's just so hard to to root for people like this. They've been doing. It's been hard. I hope that I talked to my insights a lot. I hope that if I missed something on my thoughts, I would talk to this tomorrow on the next episode reaction. But I hope that I really talked a lot, and I hope that you really enjoyed what I'm talking about. I'm not sleepy. I'm not tired. I was sleepy out there earlier this day, but I'm happy that I'm alive talking to you. So, guys, leave your comments down below if you have many thoughts on this episode. What are your thoughts? Who are you rooting for? Who among the final nine are you rooting for? For me, I'm going with Marley and Sid. Everyone don't like Sid because not he's been only talking and Charlotte. But for me right now, Tilly, Marley, and Sid. I'm rooting for this team. SJ, I don't like your versioning anymore. Mary's not there. That's why I love Mary and SJ because I love older women. I love my mom. I'm a mama's boy, so my family is more surrounded with older people, like older women. That's why I tend to support or to love older women. So don't hate on Mary, guys. Just don't hate on Mary. You know, um, you have to understand. If you were in that competition, you would understand. I would. I've watched different versions of Big Brothers, American, Canada, and as a super fan, I would understand. I totally get her. So don't hate her and don't hate her. I'm not hating Daniel also, so I just don't like him. He's not my fave, but I would give him the credits due. He's really good. So guys, this has been Marhill Reacts. Follow me on Twitch, on my YouTube account, on my Twitter. My username handles are there on the screen below. I'd like to subscribe this video. This has been Marhill Reacts on my Big Brother Australia 2021 episode 21 reaction. And thank you guys for watching. God bless. See you again tomorrow night. I will be live 10 p.m. Australia, 8 p.m. here in the Philippines for the episode 22. So there will be a twist with the eye twist on the episode 23. So I can't wait for that to happen. And I hope that Danielle will not take an advantage again because I'll be mad at the production. There's people who are mad at actually that Daniel has gotten all these advantages. Could you just give it to Sid for once? Maybe he will shine something. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will move on from these feelings. I will. See you again, Big Brother Australia 22 tomorrow night. Good night, and comment down below if you have some reflections. I want to hear your stories. I know. I want to hear your reactions as well. So thank you guys for watching. See you. God bless.